the guests to answer any question if they need be. And so we are so grateful once again. Quickly, we'll move to our guest and we'll have the interactions. Honorable Bediako Isaiah, you're welcome to Youth Wave.
Thank you, sir.
All right. I believe you're doing well.
By the grace, I am.
We thank God so much, and we hope that you are not tensed with the preparations of Congress.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Thank God so much for the privilege. And we must say that we are so grateful for honoring our invitation and for being part of us this evening. We will start by asking you about who Isaiah Bediako is. Tell us something brief about yourself.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Host. I am Aboubakar Bediako Isaiah. That is my full name.
Okay.
However, Bediako Isaiah has been the official name that I have been using on all my documents.
Okay.
I come from in the Bana district in the Blue region of Ghana.
Okay.
I started my elementary school at GLA Primary and then ended at LA Module 2C Primary, Winchi, and then continued my DHS at that same school, LA Module 2C Winchi. Finally, I wrote my WASI at Winchi Methodist Senior High School.
Okay.
And then some years later, I came to St. Thomas, and today I'm a graduate of St. Thomas College of Education.
Wow.
That is the brief issue that I can tell about myself. Powerful.
Someone may think that you were born with an exception, such that maybe you were born in the cities, in the Accra, the Kumasis. No, you were also born in the Bunu region here. Wow, thank God so much. We'll move on, sir. You talked about St. Andrews College of Education. We have known you to be a leader. Were you a leader in St. Andrews, and how did it go?
Thank you very much. In terms of leadership, I started way back at primary school.
Okay.
Not just in St. Andrews.
Okay.
At primary school, at immediately primary, I was the assistant prefect.
Okay.
I doubled as the compound overseer.
Wow.
When I got to LA Module 2C Winchi, I also became the house prefect.
Okay.
And then at SS, even though I wasn't part of the SRC, but I was the organizer to Banda Students Youth.
Okay.
And from there, we also had Youth for Development, Bananyere. I was also the organizer.
Okay.
And then we also had Bananyere Students Union. And I became initially I was the porter, and then later on I became the organizer.
Okay.
So coming to St. Andrews, I knew that in terms of leadership, at least I have done a lot.
Okay.
So that was the best time for me to prove to myself and my colleagues that indeed I am capable of doing certain things.
Coming to St. Andrews.
Okay.
So I was bold enough to contest for the SRC presidential position.
Okay.
And lo and behold, I was given the mandate to serve as the SRC president.
Okay.
At least I did my best, and all that was demanded from me was delivered. All that I promised on my part as the SRC president, as part of my manifesto, I made sure everything was delivered.
Okay.
And that also gave me the courage enough to also go beyond the St. Andrews College of Education SRC. This time, I also became the third ASHBA president. Out of the strength and then the vigor that I put in as the SRC president,
Okay.
which licenses me that mandate to serve the Teacher Trainees Association of Ghana, Ashanti and Bonga Health Sector, as the president. And in fact, I'm grateful to experience a lot. They felt me as well as in terms of
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Wow, that's so great. We now understand the trajectory, and we have come to understand that you once became a CU, a very tough position. Way back in basic school, everywhere you go, you see the CU chasing people here and there. That's so fine. That's so fine. There was this CEO. This is just by the way, a CEO in one school who wanted a student to work, and so he asked the guy to go and work, and the guy was messing up, and the CEO said that, hey, use your spinal cord. The CEO wanted the guy to use the head, and he was saying, use your spinal cord. And so at the point, people concluded that CEOs didn't understand English.
Yeah.
But for your case, it's different. So we thank God so much. And from there,
my case, the only challenge I had was, you see, my teacher. Yeah, people took it for granted.
Yeah.
The house prefect or session leader at that time, we were calling them. I was working with. They were all older than me, taller than me, and they were all gents. So if I go there to talk with them, to give them directives, it was very, very difficult. But I tell you, even though I'm smallish in stature, but when it comes to me telling or doing what I am supposed to do, that was I don't play with it.
Wow. So they were taking your stature for granted.
Yes.
If I read the short people, we suffer. Sometimes you use some small boy, tall and giant, and he wants to intimidate you. But we also have our strength. Thank God, the president of Ghana is our stature. And we give glory to God. All right. So that is so fine. From there you came to. So you went to Wenchi Senior High School.
Yes, please.
Powerful.
Yeah.
West.
Yes.
Oh, good. But those people, we used to beat them. We used to beat them in inter-schools.
I don't remember. Remember that.
We have been scoring West day in and out.
Best couldn't score West.
Are you sure?
No. I don't remember.
That is a discussion for another day. Okay. So from West you came to St. Ambrose.
Yes, please.
You became the SRC president.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, you continued to the ASHBA level.
Yes.
I like that so much. I have a principle. I believe that man is known for his movement, man no monument. And so for you to have transcended to another level is an opportunity. Yeah. Can we discuss the ASHBA you came to meet? How's the state of ASHBA? When you came in, were you scared? How did you take things, and how far have you come? Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. ASHBA is one of the blocks under the Teacher Trainees Association of Ghana, TAG.
Okay.
And in fact, I don't know what happens in the other sectors, but for ASHBA, I know things are tough.
Okay.
And you becoming the president of 13 colleges, it's not easy. And you know, even though we have the constitution of the association, which let's say all trainees in the country falls under. However, as the sector, we also have our bylaws and our way of doing things.
Okay.
So basically, the bylaws, in fact, are very, very important to us. So when you become the president, you have to make sure, in as much as you revere the constitution of the entire association, you also have to do same to our bylaws and our way of doing things generally. So the other sector I came to meet, in fact, I was lucky to have inherited the sector from one of my bosses, and in fact in leadership I respect him a lot.
Wow.
And this person did well. Wow. And I know people know him.
Wow.
Myself, however, once I'm interviewed, I have to mention his name, and I think it's very, very important. He's in the person of Honorable Aboubakar Saddick.
Wow.
Currently the administrator for the Teacher Trainees Association of Ghana.
Okay.
And fortunately for me, he's also my host to this program. So
wow.
I'm happy that
I'm honored as
someone that I succeeded has also invited me to interrogate me as far as the progress of the sector is concerned. So I'm happy.
Wow.
Yeah, back to the question. ASHBA sector has been, let's say, one of the most vibrant sectors in the association. So I came as the president at the time. Even things were not all that easy because at the time that my boss handed over to me, they had a lot of challenges, but because of his hard working and then his ways of handling issues as a leader, he was able to pass through. So when I came, I also made sure that whatever he did, I will also follow them. So I started with my executives, and as I always started my leadership from the scratch, two things have been my motto: restoration and innovation. Wow. So I informed them that this is what I want to do, and I cannot do it alone. It is through your collective effort that we are going to do it. So how do we do it? We all sat down, we defined correctly the meaning of restoration and innovation as well, and finally we came to a consensus, and to be frank with you, it has helped us a lot.
Wow, that's so good. In fact, just as you said, you came to meet a lot of issues, but by God's grace you've been able to surmount them, and I think that is a good sign of a leader. Can we know, those days you're the maker strength, has there been another new college, or the colleges you came to meet, have you been able to maintain them? Has some left you? Can we know that, sir?
Oh, thank you very much. For the past 3 years, I'm sure ASHBA has been the sector with the most is the sector with the highest population when it comes to all sectors in the association.
Okay.
And we are having 13 colleges.
Okay.
Fortunately, on my part, none of the colleges has decided to leave the sector or the association as well. So currently we are having all the 13 colleges intact, and I'm hoping that this evening all of them are reporting to St. Thomas College of Education.
Wow.
For, our upcoming program.
Wow, powerful. All of them are coming to St. Thomas College of Education, and so we look up to Mamtech, we look up to Monaco, we look up to APC, Akokere, St. Louis, West School, Ateko, SDA, Josco, Bekoled, Afarouk, and then St. Ambrose, right? Powerful. We look up to you, and we know wherever you are, some of you are watching us. We pray that you have a successful journey to St. Ambrose College of Education. Let us use this opportunity to honor some few people who are watching us currently. We have Mohammed Latif and Abo behind are watching. Abo, I salute you. Mohammed Latif, God bless you so much for following us. We have Awuja K. Delali, he's watching. Awuja, we are so grateful, my brother, for the love. Muhammad said hi. Muhammad, God bless you. We have Alfred Yabua, one of our backroom staff. Alfred, we are so grateful. Alfred is watching us. Delali said, watching you live from the Spring of Life Enterprise. More Vim, Amenadotv. Greetings to my Christy, Amenadotv, grandmother of Bekum, Nana Kosia, Mia Helen III, Bekum, and Honorable Isaac Osei, Bekum West DC. Alright, sir, I know they were here. OTM, Akamaman is also watching. OTM, God bless you so much. Abe is here again. We are live. Yes, we are live. Alfred is here. And Nana Yeboah Osborne, former Bekum College of Education Financial Secretary, is watching. And Sarah Dixon, hello Dixon, thank you for joining us. And then hold on, we have the Nakia Pretty is watching. Evangelist Yao Poko is watching. Evangelist, we are so grateful. Nakia, we are grateful. And Minin Teslim, she's also watching. And Obapa Gifty, Abu B1, we are so grateful for the love. And a whole lot of people who are watching. Nana Cho is also watching. We are so grateful, family, for the love and everything that you have been doing for us this and every Sunday. We are still on today's discussions. So we are going to look at some of the programs you have had under your tenure. We have come to understand that, just as you said, ASHBA is one of the most vibrant sectors in TAG. And I must say that mostly ASHBA programs are being emulated everywhere. Under your watch, what programs have you had so far, and how was the impact?
Programs are organized under certain conditions.
Okay.
And whenever you are organizing a program, the prior intention of it should not be at least you having people coming over and then it ends there. No, it should be the impact that people are going to get, or the effect of the program on humanity.
Okay.
And the time as well.
Okay.
You could organize a program, it will affect life, but the time actually also talks a lot.
Okay.
So ASHBA sector, we always take into consideration time factor, and it has run through all the programs that we've organized so far. We started with sensitization, and when I say sensitization is by us going to all the colleges,
okay,
to tell them, most especially the first years when they come, it's like more or less they don't know anything about tag.
Okay.
So it is on to us as executives at the sector level to do that on behalf of the association.
Okay.
So my executives and I embarked on that journey, and we went almost all the 13 colleges to preach the gospel according to tag to trainees, or let's say freshers. Okay. And in fact, it was very, very important, and we were also happy seeing trainees embracing us, and then even the words itself, the message itself, the information that we give to them.
Wow.
Looking at the responses, we got to realize that in fact they were happy and they had love for the association.
Okay.
When we had finished with that, we also realized that at least the association, as I said earlier, we have our bylaws, our own way of doing things. I came to inherit a program which was done by my predecessor, and it was a donation to the orphanage. So we also thought that no, last year it was done at the orphanage, so this year why shouldn't we channel our focus to any other different place?
Yeah.
So we realized that there is another home which is of much help needed than, or let's say if not than the orphanage, equal to the orphanage. So we thought of going to the Sudanese Central Prisons this time.
Okay.
So we went there during the Christmas, and then we shared our joy and then our love with them during the Christmas by donating some items to them. So from there, we also saw the need to organize financial literacy and management program, as well as secretariat program for our local executives. When I say local executives, they are the various SRC executives in the colleges.
Okay.
So we call them local tag executives.
Okay.
So we organized that event or that program for them with the intention of giving them orientation as to finances, auditing, and then it was done in two divisions. We had the financial management part, and then we also had the secretariat work part. So the financial management part was financing and accounting, and then auditing. Okay. And then the secretariat aspect was also about communication, and then secretariat work itself as to writing letters and even receiving letters. As secretary, how do we write letters, how do we write minutes and those things. But the main focus was on the financial aspect. We realized that at the local level, when it comes to auditing, in fact, there are always problems. So as a leader, why shouldn't you help them solve it, so that it wouldn't happen that every year an SRC executive, most especially the SRC president as well as the financial secretary, will get into trouble before you think of helping them to solve it. So we organized that program with, even at that time, after maybe they had come back from the vacation, they were going to celebrate the SRC week in all the 13 colleges. So we thought of, because before the SRC week celebration, there will be drawing of budget, writing of letters, communication, them going to social media, even televisions, radio station, and all social media networks. So there was a need for us to organize such a program for them. So looking at the timing of the program and what we intended achieving, we could see that it matches. After that, we had already planned of an intercalary debate, and in fact we've done everything including budgets, and lo and behold, this corona, which no one has power or control over, it setting. So we had no option than to cancel the program. Okay. However, we realized that no, even if corona had set in, we could use a different means to organize such a program, and the end results will be the same. We had the intention of organizing that program to help teachers. We know as trainees, definitely we are coming out as teachers, and so teachers, if you want to help teachers in a way to equip their skills in their professional, it's basically about their communication. So under communication, we also have 4 basic skills of communication, which are listening, speaking, reading, and then writing. So by so doing, we'll be able to help them develop and shape all these 4 basic skills under communication. So that was the main intent of organizing the inter-college debate. So after the corona had dismantled everything, we realized of doing it in a different way. Of course, that will also be one of the innovation that our administration also brought in. So we thought of ASHBA writing challenge. This time we were not going to have the physical interaction where trainees will be given the opportunity to be debating for and against a topic, but they were given the topics online, and then they will write. After that, they were going to mark the script so that the first person in that order will be rewarded. So we brought thematic areas, and the thematic areas were we had education as a thematic area. Then we also had gender. We realized that now, whether we like it or not, gender has been part of us, and people are preaching gender day in and day out. So it means that if as teacher trainees who are going out there as teachers, you are going to teach a class of male and females, at least we must do something to conscientize them, so that as they are going out as teachers, they will know how to handle them. So we added gender to the thematic areas, and then the last one was COVID-19. Once COVID-19 has become part of us, we should be treating it like HIV and AIDS. Now it's even part of our syllabus, and I know that maybe anytime they change the syllabus, COVID-19 will surely be part of it. So we added COVID-19 to it, and then we have 3 thematic areas. And so under each thematic area, initially there were 5, and then we shortlisted them, and it were 1. So we had 3 questions in all, and then trainees. At the end of the day, we had more than 120 participants, and finally the 3 winners were called, and then they were awarded. And in fact, we made sure that whatever discussion went on.
Yes. Who were these winners, and which colleges were they from? You can give us the names of the colleges alone.
Okay. The first person is Mr. Bafu Mike.
Okay.
And he's one of the men. If I say one of the men, Mamtek. Yeah, Mampontek.
The men. Action.
And then the first runner-up from Akrokeri.
Okay.
Akrokeri College of Education, and then the second runner-up from Wesley College of Education. Yeah.
I was looking forward to hear Brokum. ASHBA won. That's so far. So our winners, we salute you. Are they coming for Congress? Are they contesting?
Okay, for
that's
now,
on the lighter note.
Yeah, I haven't
heard anything about them.
Yeah, their flyer or heard anything from them.
So let's wrap up with your programs.
Okay, so still with our programs. After that, we also realized that there was a need this time, at least for us to also start with something beneficial to the sector. When I attended my first congress at Kumasi Anglican, whenever the local president had finished reading their report, then they will see after moving them, and after deliberation, they will see the report should be accepted and being kept in the archives of the association. So I thought the archives was maybe something that we had a confined area where they are being kept. But upon becoming the president, I realized that there was nothing like that.
It was in abstract.
Yes. So I said no. At least it's high time we do something of such.
Okay.
So we took it onto ourselves, and by the grace of God and the help of the Sector Executive Council, we have been able to get the sector 2 plots of land for the start of an ultra-modern secretariat for the ASHBA sector.
Wow.
So that has been our last achievement so far.
At where, please? Within which region?
Yeah, just opposite Nat Village.
Oh, okay.
Nat Village, yeah.
Okay. The Ashanti region.
Ashanti region.
Okay, all right. That's so fine. God bless you so much for, most especially the tangible things you're doing in the land.
Thank you.
This is something that posterity will judge you on.
Sure.
Years to come, you will come and then refer them that indeed you started that move.
Yes.
And they will be proud of you. God bless you so much. We shall move on academically. I know COVID has come and we are now in the new normal.
Yeah.
The way we projected things, there are a lot of things that could not happen in the colleges, most especially ASHBA games and a whole lot. But academically, how are your people performing? I mean, within the 13 colleges. I think the recent newly trained teachers, when they ranked the first class students, which were your colleges part of those that topped in Ghana, and how your people are progressing?
Yeah, I will start from the latter. Yeah, the recent ranking of colleges in Ghana with regards to first class, the first out of the 46 college happens to be a college in my sector, which is Bekum College of Education.
Oh,
I know.
Shout to Bekum College of Education.
Yeah, you are one of them, and I know. Yeah, so I'm happy. Happy, and it wasn't the effort of Bekuled alone. We also have some colleges getting more classes, even though they were not the first, but their classes were also very, very important. And I'm looking forward that this time, the 2020 rankings, at least we will see more of the ASHBA colleges falling within the first class 10, from first to 10 when we rank all the 46 colleges. Okay. Then the former, we are asking of the impact of COVID-19 on academics. In fact, COVID-19 has not helped academics at all. Most especially this e-learning issue that came on board, and it was more or less a headache to some of us, because the kind of calls that we received daily was not easy at all. But as a leader, you had nothing to do rather than you sometimes talking to them, advising them, psyching them, and a whole lot. You see, this issue of e-learning is a new thing in Ghana, and it wasn't even only with the colleges of education or teacher trainees who were fumbling with it, or who were finding it difficult to even access the network. Even tutors themselves were not finding it easy being with the e-learning system. So how much more students? And most of us are not IT friendly. Even some of us who have learned IT and the other things like Zoom and other things, it was very, very difficult. And the most of it all was that myself, where I come from, Bana, sometimes the network is not good at all, especially in my village. So if I'm there and lectures are going on, it will be very, very difficult for me to be part of it, knowing clearly that I write the same exams as those who are participating at that time are also writing. So with that one, it was very, very difficult. But what I will say is that once I think and I know that e-learning has become part of our educational system, the government should do his best or their best to improve upon our communication system, so that even if you are at even any other place in Ghana, you could access network and then you join your colleagues, whether we like it or not. I'm sure that e-learning has become part of us, because once we were even for colleges of education, those who are under the first years, those who are under Winneba and then UDS, they wrote all their
their exams online.
Okay.
Yes, but it was only UCC.
I'm told KNUST as well.
Okay.
Those affiliated to KNUST.
But UCC, they didn't allow that. They asked their affiliate to come back to campus and then write them.
Okay.
So if maybe UCC, Winneba, UDS, and then KNUST, as you said, if they realize that everything became successful, I'm sure maybe then subsequent academic years they will be trying a different or a similar thing like that. Even if it won't be a full semester like they did, at least certain thing of that sort my setting. So I'm sure it's not going to be part of it won't leave us. So at least government should try it better in making sure that everything will be okay with the communication system, so that everybody will be able to access the network.
All right, thank you very much for that as well, and we thank your people so much. I'm told this year Bekola is making another wonders. I'm told they are having over 40 first class students and it's going to shock people. Yeah,
officially I haven't heard that.
This is on a lighter note, sir. All right, and so that is so fine. We shall move on. I think our time is fast spent, and we have to be snappy on certain things. We shall move on to your relations with the colleges, most especially Monaco and Josco. Yes, how have you been able to handle them? For the past years, you realize that even in SEC meetings sometimes they don't show up. And for Monaco they have been consistent, but due to a bone of contention last year, I think they had to withdraw a bit. And I don't know, have you made any amends, and how are things now? Are you able to get all the 13 colleges at your SEC meetings and your programs?
Yeah, we having the 13 colleges at our programs. I'm sure that one it should be a plus to our administration. Wow. We have them, and as I said earlier, I'm hoping that all of them are coming. You only mentioned Monaco and Josco, and I can't challenge you because you are my boss, so I don't know what you've seen or what you've heard about these colleges. But this year we are having no problem with them, and anytime we call for meeting, programs, activities, they do come, and not only come in, but they do participate fully, of which I've been assured that this evening they are all coming to St. Ambrose.
Wow, they are all coming to St. Ambrose. Thank you very much, Monaco, for what you are doing so far, and thank you to your leadership for bringing Monaco back. I think last year there were news in the airwaves that Monaco was preparing to leave ASHBA, and which sector was ready to receive them, and a whole lot. But thank God today Monaco is back into ASHBA again, and we are so grateful. We give credit to your leadership for such. I should have asked this, but I think I have to go back. It has to do with transition. There has always been a bit of misunderstandings whenever ASHBA has to transit from old leadership into new leadership. How was yours? Was it smooth? And have you had any challenges so far with past executive, and how have you handled them?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Myself, I have had no problem with any of mine for my executives as well as my other executives.
Okay.
In fact, we had a nice election which also was followed by the transition. And in fact, in the ASHBA sector, it is not like the National Front where a date will be set, a special date will be set for inauguration of new executive. No.
Okay.
Right after our elections, the transition is also done, and then we inaugurate them as the executives of the association at the sector level. And since then, I've been in touch with them, and my president will also attest to the fact that I have been in touch with him, not him alone, with the other executives as well. So generally we've never had a problem with them, and I don't think we also have a problem with them as we are even about to leave office.
Okay. Wow, that's so fine, and again we'll commend you on that. We shall now come into Congress, ASHBA Congress, the center of attraction. Every sector, I'm not boasting though, but as a former sector president and a former SEC member, I think whenever congresses are scheduled, every sector wants to know what ASHBA is doing, and all sectors can report to Congress. Being a Congress or GA, sometimes you find out that ASHBA is still on its way. The banter has moved to the next level, that ASHBA is still on its way. I want to know how have you prepared this year's Congress? Just as delegates are reporting today, how far with preparations, and what are we seeing new in this time, the 25th annual Delegates Congress?
Yeah, as you said, any time that we are having sector and the national congresses, the center of attraction becomes the ASHBA sector. And I'm sure this year so the ASHBA sector is also seen as a center of attraction, and not just because of any reason, but on the basis that we are hosting this year's national congress.
Okay.
So basically sector congress is starting from today, which is 15th to 18th of November.
Okay.
And then national congress follow right after that, and it also starts from 18th to 21st of November.
Okay.
Which is Wednesday to Saturday.
Okay.
So this year we have organized it like this, or we have planned it like this. Today being Sunday, which is the 15th, is the reporting day.
Okay.
And I'm sure as I'm seated here, all the colleges, as I was coming, most of them had reported. So I'm sure by the time I go back to campus, almost all of them, if not all of them, at least almost all of them might be present.
Okay.
And I'm hoping so.
Okay.
Then tomorrow will also be the opening ceremony.
Okay.
Of which the 25th anniversary is also made together with the opening ceremony. After that, we also have our women empowerment, and in fact that one is also an innovative program. Usually we don't have women empowerment program being made with Congress, but this year we have made some differences, and one of them is that program, of which I'm sure preparations are gone far, and delegates, ex-officers, invited guests, and those who will be coming there would love the program.
Okay. After
that, the following day, we will also be having our dinner, and when I say dinner,
the dinner
at the ASHBA sector,
ASHBA dinner.
That ASHBA dinner is a dinner. It's not just a dinner, as you could remember when we went for our second SEC meeting last year at Josco.
Yeah.
One of the executives, of which I wouldn't mention the name, said when we are talking of dinner at the ASHBA sector, it's a dinner.
It's a dinner.
Let us just approve the budget and then leave. And it was
and indeed it was a dinner.
It was a dinner. So this year same is happening.
Okay.
And the following day, early in the morning, we'll have our elections, of which I'm sure basically the elections are not the only activity in Congress, but whenever we hear of Congress, our minds are being focused on elections, of which, as you said, the attraction that we are talking about is basically on elections, because ASHBA sector, you becoming a leader, it's not easy at all. So I think that this year looking at the names and those contesting for positions, it's not easy, but I'm sure that, and I'm also praying that as the sector president, at least God will help us so that we have a successful Congress with free and fair elections, so that not even after the program certain issues will.
Are you sure there can be an election without 1 year anywhere? We have speculations after ASHBA elections. You find delegates seated in the bars where some don't talk to each other. Some goes to National Congress and they see their friends as enemies, and it has been happening. I've been at Honorable Surprise Congress, where they elected Honorable Thompson as the sector president. I've been at Honorable Thompson's Congress. I've been at last year OLAG, and this year I'll be representing US, and it has always been happening. Is there anything in place this year?
Oh, this year for that word in 1 year it is a tree word. So actually I don't agree with it, and I don't also understand it in a different way. Like maybe people have planned we should do this and that, but I think that elections is election. Once you win, you win. If you lose, you lose. If delegates do not give you the mandate to serve, that is not a problem. At least next year or any other time in any institution, organization or association,
you can bounce back.
I'm sure, yes, you will be given the opportunity when the time is due.
All right. So God bless you so much. You'll be given the opportunity when the time is due. And so when you lose, don't begrudge anybody. Don't build some sort of enmity with anybody, but make sure that you go organize yourself and come back again. Yes, you go and then build yourself up, and someday you shall be called upon. Thank you very much, sir. But before we wrap up, sir, any intention in the Congress? I know you still have an opportunity to vie for coordinatorship for PRM and can also be appointed as an administrator. Is there any intention?
Yeah, already I have declared my intention.
Okay.
As an aspirant for the national coordinatorship position. And I'm sure trainees, as I said, if they vote for you, they have voted for you. If they don't, it means that you don't deserve to be there. Okay. So I'm only waiting on them. If they give me the mandate to serve as the national coordinator, I will do it as I have done as in Tamrus and in the ASHBA sector as well. Right. If they don't, whatever comes, if I have any intention or if I have any idea, I'm ever ready to support the person. Okay. But I'm just telling my delegates that Isaiah, has been with you for 1 year now, and you know him. So as they should consider that, and whatever I have done for them, they know it. What I'm capable of doing, they know it. So they should give me the opportunity to serve the association at the highest level as the national coordinator. Okay. The gentleman is campaigning on our platform. Before he leaves, we will take a check from him. All right. So just as he said, he has declared his intention already. I said I want you to look into the cameras even as we are going. Speak to your delegates who are coming. Elections. Even before ASHBA elections, national elections, and then the general elections of Ghana, we have been preaching peace. Talk to your people, and afterwards, whatever message you have for them with respect to your intentions, you give them, then we wrap up. Okay. Thank you very much, Host. Fellow ASHBians, I greet you once again, and I'm sure by now most of you are at St. Thomas College of Education waiting for tomorrow's program and the subsequent activities, and others are on their way coming, whereas others are also preparing or planning to join us. Please, as you are aware of the peace campaign, and I know even at the ASHBA sector we are embarking on that, of which you've seen flyers to that effect. So for me, sitting here not to talk about it wouldn't be fair. And once we are campaigning nationwide on peace as teacher trainees, why shouldn't we do same with regards to our internal elections? And then after that, we also have our national elections. This year we are hosting the National Congress, and for that matter, everything will be done at St. Ambrose College of Education once we are done with the sector Congress. I am pleading with you that any aspirant at all, right after you've been given the mandate to campaign by the Electoral Commission, do not impute on any member any word or anything that would demean the person or defame the person's personality or status. At this stage, when we do that, I don't think it will help us at all. At least our leaders have been doing it, and we have been criticizing them. We have been talking ills and fools about that. So why, as teacher trainees and we all know that as teachers, integrity is very, very important on our part. So as we are campaigning, our campaign should be devoid of insults, and then politics of insults shouldn't be part of our campaign.
Alright.
We should be telling our people the reasons why they should vote for us,
Alright.
the reasons why they should give us the mandate to serve at the various level and then in the various portfolios. So
Alright.
please let us have our elections as free and fair.
All right. Thank you very much, sir, for the message, and we are so grateful for your coming. It is an honor to have you, the ASHBA President, joining us, Master Isaiah Bediako, on behalf of the entire team. We say we are so grateful for your love and everything. We are living like that, and we would want to acknowledge some people who have just joined us. From Paul Steven is watching us. We are so grateful, sir. And Thompson Usuba, my boss, I salute you wherever you are for joining us once again. Such a great man, a man full of wisdom. I call him a sage. He is indeed a sage. God bless you, sir, for joining us always and for inspiring us. Indeed, we shall follow the trajectory. We are ending, and we want to also thank you so much for joining us and for watching us this and every Sunday, for spending your time, your credit on us. We are so grateful. We know without you we can't be, and without you can't be. And so, sir, we are so grateful, madam. We are so grateful for the love and for always being with us. We want to appreciate some people in our lives, the men of God who are supporting us. Prophet Micah, Reverend Solomon Azagzi has been transferred to Duman in the Blekuma area in Accra. Papa, we wish you a fruitful journey as you continue your service there. We want to celebrate Reverend Bismarck from Pond, my own brother Edda Klinsman Joseph. We thank you so much, and my team. I can't do without you. Martin Luther King says something that whenever he makes a successful journey possible, he take a break to look at the ground crew who without them the jet flight could not have left the earth. We make a time to celebrate the pilot who led them through the air, but we're forgetting the ground crew who without the assistance the jet could not leave the earth. And so we celebrate our backroom staff, Alfred, Michael Kwai, Ado, Nanette, Nanaya Folas, and everybody. We are so grateful for the love, and we thank our cameraman OTM and our good brother in the studio A, who is always operating things for us. We are so grateful, family, and we pray that you continue to be with us. Indeed, ASHBA Congress is coming off this evening. Even as you journey to St. Ambrose, journey with care. Be your brother's keeper. Politics of insult should be devoid. We pray that at the end of the day, we are going to have a successful Congress. It's going to continue with National Congress as well. Honorable Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe, the Minister of Education, will be there. Honorable Robin Todd, the team leader for TTEL, will be there, and some great people who are coming. We invite all of you young people within the Buni region and its environs that within this week, if you don't have anywhere to go, St. Andrew's College of Education should be a place for you. Come and learn, come and feel inspired, and you're going to enjoy. And so we thank you so much. We are using this opportunity to also advertise that if you want to support this program, resources do go into it. Kindly get in touch with us on 02454555564, and we shall be happy to hear from you. Support us with your peanut, being in 1 city, 2 city, whatever you have. And we know we shall not end here. God willing, next week we are hosting the National Youth Authority boss in Brekum East Municipal. He is going to tell us about himself and the opportunities that National Youth Authority have for the youth within Brekum and its environs. Continue to be with us, and you shall be inspired. God bless you. We lead, we inspire, we change. This is Youth Wave. Thank you very much.